Hey, what's up, Get Mental family? I'm excited today. I just want to say happy Think Through It Thursday. We have an amazing topic today that I want to share with you guys. That's really, is big, especially with the millennial generation or just with people who really don't know how to express themselves, right? So today's topic is self-confidence versus flexing, right? And what I want to talk about first is I want to really talk about the flexing part, right? And to me, my definition of flexing is just, overcompensating. A lot of people today, they struggle with different parts of low self-esteem and, the lack of self-appreciation. So when you go on social media, they have to overcompensate for some of the things that they don't have internally. And what I mean by that, it may be the cars, it may be the clothes, it may be certain things externally that people have to come online and exhibit just to get some type of attention or appreciation. And let's dive right into that. I see people on social media today, it really trips me out. Like, I see gentlemen like and love their own posts. Like, why would you like and love your own post? You wrote it. You should like it. You should love it, right? And I see some of the most, I see people come online, they drag other people down and they talk about this person, but then they like and love their own posts. And it's a lot of people are screaming, their low self-esteem is screaming online, right? You should never have to come online and, drag other people down just to make yourself feel better. And so there's a lot of flexing going on in today's society, right? Because social media allows you to be, this sort of facades, this sort of, any type of celebrity that you want to be online because people don't really actually know you in real life. You can develop and engineer your success online even off of a lie, right? People don't have the things that they say they have. They're not who they post to be, right? They don't, they don't own the things that they're telling people. They don't go to places that it looks like they're going. So there's a lot of flexing online. And what tends to happen is people are overcompensating to meet other people that's flexing. Because everybody's lying and, not everybody's lying, but a lot of people are overcompensating. You actually compare yourself to other people's journey, right? And different people may really be in a different part of their journey, but you have to overcompensate and flex to let people know that, hey, I have this, or hey, I'm working on that, and hey, I want my 2 cents too, and hey, where's my flowers? You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants their flowers right now and ready to do the absolute most to get that type of attention online. So what I wanted to share about flexing today is actually damaging, to your gratitude, right? A lot of people have a lack of gratitude in terms of what they own right now. So the flexing goes into a case where, because I have a lack thereof, I got to pretend and have this persona that, my life is lit, my life is fun, my life is rich, my life is that. So people have to come online and flex, and it's different definitions of it. So I just wanted to hop on Get Mental today and just really talk about the flexing versus the self-confidence. That's been our subject this week in our community, that, let's talk about the difference. And it's, flexing and confidence is two different things. Confidence is when you know what you know, and you're still humble and, have a sense of humility about it, right? I know I'm a great speaker. I don't have to come online and down other speakers. I don't have to down the Les Browns, the Tony Robbins, the Eric Thomas, about, their craft. So that does not mean, like, people look at Kanye West. They think of his arrogant, but really I see it as a lot of confidence. And his confidence has got what's got him to where he is today. And confidence is really the fuel to your belief. It's the fuel and the motivation to your dream. So you got to understand that it's great to be confident, but when you have to overcompensate, when you got to lie, when you got to kind of bend the truth a little bit, then you start getting to a space where it's not truthful to you, it's not truthful to your purpose, and it's not truthful to your audience. So, our generation, we call it capping, right? So if you're on this live right now and you're here, and you might hear some terms that, was said in, amongst the millennials. So, we call it capping in our generations, flexing, for a lot of old school, right? Our old generation, but we call it capping nowadays that, you talk that talk, but your lifestyle and, your bank account does not reflect the talk that you talk. So, our topic this week, we just wanted to talk about, that flexing and versus self-confidence. And self-confidence is really after putting so many hours on your craft, on your skill, in your career, you build and develop a confidence that it doesn't have to tear other people down for you to be right. Other people do not have to be wrong so you to be right, right? And confidence is a presence. You ever walk into the room and you could just feel people's energy. You can feel the way they walk. You can feel the way they dress. You can feel the way they talk. And it's a demeanor. It's a posture. Flexing is more so of a, what it sounds like, flexing. It's a whole bunch of talk. And you don't get the necessary energy, right? It comes off as, putting other people down. So, this year we have to work on how are we showing up in the world, right? You can be confident without flexing on people, right? The goal is to inspire people, not to flex on people. You feel me? Like the goal is to inspire people to level up, not to make people feel bad for where they are in their life right now. So your confidence should always be inspirational to people that's on their way up, not as a reflection of, where people are not. Okay. Because there was a time in your life where you didn't have what you had. You didn't do what you did. You couldn't go where you can go, right? You didn't have the things that you've been privileged to gain over the years after you've worked on yourself. And not everybody's in that place right now. So to flex on other people, you're really just downing other people. And that has a lot to do with ego. And you know what ego stands for is edging God out. So people that's capping, people that's flexing, they normally have a humongous size ego and a small bank account. You want to be confident. Confidence carries, a certain posture where the humble and the humility that God has placed in your life to have the things that you have achieved, it actually inspires people. So we want to get to the place in our life where, we're 100% in love with ourselves, with our capabilities, our skills, our talents, that it does not come off as intimidating to our environment, the people that's around us. So it's supposed to be each one teach one, not each one flex on one. Are you with me? So we got to continue to stay in the space where we can take our gifts and humbly share them with other people. Tell our stories in such a way where it doesn't intimidate the next man or woman in terms of what's happening in their life, right? So, we have to just continue to work on ourselves. Continue to, give out that value in such a way that it can bless others, right? We want to be servant leaders. We want to be, people that can stand on the front line to make sure everybody wins, especially in times like this. You don't want to be in an economy where it's tit for tat, right? This person did this for the protest. This person did this. Oh, I gave back thousands of water bottles. I fed 5,000 people. Like, this is not the time to go to war, right? With people on the front line, So we got to go to war with the enemy within so that, he that is outside of you will never be an issue. So we have to stop the flexing. Our topic this week and get mental, and our family was, flexing versus the self-confidence. We have to know the difference. The self-confidence is your posture, right? It's the way you believe. It's the way you think. And it's driven by humility. It's driven by, being humble, right? Having that burning desire to not only win in life, but to see other people win, right? To go to the top and send that elevator back down. I'm confident in my skills. Does not mean that I got to tear other people down to make myself feel better. Are you with me? So we're not in competition with nobody. We need to be creating with everybody. We're not in competition with nobody. We need to be creating with everybody. And that's going to start when you know and realize that you can just be you. See, people going to tap into you. They're going to relate to you when you're you. But when you flexing, they can never get to know the real you. There's no transparency. And online, you think you're building relationships, but everybody has this facade. And everybody is in this place in their life where, you know, you're pretending to be this, you're pretending to have this, you're pretending to do that. And there's no real connection no more. There's no authentic, you know, place that we can strive to meet at and really connect with. So you want to get to a space this year where it's all authentic. It's all humble. There's no ego, right? So ask God in your life to, you know, really just show you how you're showing up. And you will be able to see that by the people in your life. You're about to see that by the people you inspire. If there's nobody following you, it may be because you may be flexing on people, right? They may be intimidated by you, or when you flex, people start to hate. Okay, you may cause people to hate on you. You may cause people to, you know, neglect some of the things that you're doing, not show you love. It may be all from you. So you got to get in the space this year where you can be confident in your space, taking things to the next level, loving your life for who you are and who you want to be. So this year, you know, even in, you know, if you see people flexing, you know people, you know friends, you know family, pull them to the side. You know, especially as black men today, we got to pull our brothers to the side and let them know that, hey, that's not the move. Hey, that's not the way to do that. Hey, you know, you don't want to come off this cocky. You want to be humble. You want to be able to serve your community, right? Even with what's going on right now, there's a lot of hatred showing up. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of anger, and we can't serve out of anger. You feel me? We can be mad and all that stuff, but then what, right? God says, peace, be still. We can't service out of anger. So you got to get in a space where we can serve out of confidence, where we can come back to our community, know exactly the skills, the talents, the visionaries, who we really are, and, you know, come together and bring that to life instead of looking at the next person, bringing the next person down, right? Talking about the next person on social media, flexing and capping and doing whatever we're doing to really hinder people from going to the next level. So don't hate yourself. Don't hate yourself, because if you hate yourself, you're going to hate on everybody else. You don't have to flex. Where you are today, somebody is dying to get to. Let me say that again. Where you are today, somebody is dying to get to, right? And if you was to throw your problems on the ground and other people throw their problems, they'll pick yours up. So get into a space this year where you can understand the difference between flexing and self-confidence, right? Look at the vibe. Look at your tribe. If your tribe is full of people that's hating on you, it's only because you hating on them. Because two can't walk together unless they agree, right? Everybody wants to be the chief. Nobody wants to be an Indian. And really, we're all God's Indian. So I want you guys to understand in this Get Mental community, right? So we got to get in a space where we can definitely make that major shift and be clear on our intentions on how we're showing up, how we're showing love and service to others, so that we can continue to be confident in our own skills, our own dreams, our own lives, and really to give back into other people, pour into other people so that they can change their life. So guys, today I just wanted to drop some few nuggets about really my perspective on, you know, being a flexer or being a blesser, self-confident, right? So today we want to share about self-confidence versus flexing, aka for the millennials, capping. So no more capping, just a whole lot of successful confidence that we need to drive in our community so that we can rebirth people that's humble, that has humility, that has real confidence in their own abilities to change their life and change the community as well. So I didn't want to be long today, Get Mental. I just wanted to be strong. Thank you guys for tuning in to our podcast week after week. We appreciate you guys. And I just wanted to come on here on Think It Through Thursday and share my perspective on capping versus self-confidence. You guys have a blessed one today.